Okay guys, we're at the river and we're about to put our boat in the water here. Got it in park and we've got the emergency brake on and check the boat, make sure everything's set right. Now there's a turtle right there. I think that's a turtle. Anyway, I'm gonna put this boat in by myself, and what I do with that is that I have a cord right here, a rope. It's about 30 feet long, and with this rope I'll take this end here and attach it right here, not here, but right here. I know that's not coming loose. And kind of wind it up all the way back here and undo the strap across here, which I've already done. And I'll back the boat into the water and make sure this right here, this line is going to come off real easy. So as I back the boat off into the water, it will start to float, and I'll back it up ever so slowly, and then I'll get to a certain point where I know the boat is floating, and then I'll back up a little bit quick and then stop. And that'll be just like me taking my hand and pushing the boat out. So as the boat goes out slowly, it'll unravel this line right here, and the boat gets far enough back and clears the trailer, then I will pull forward in my truck. As I pull forward in the truck, there's a point where that boat going backwards will stop. I don't want to jerk it or anything like that, but I want it to, when it stops, ever so slowly pull it forward and then just creep it up real slow I'm about this position right here, but the boat's still in the water, and then I'll get out of the truck and grab the rope and pull it in easily, and till it grounds out here on the concrete. And then I'll leave a rope going up through here just in case it were to drift off. I'd have a rope going up through here, and I have to go up here and park, which is just a couple of minutes. So that's the way I do it, and it works real well that way. Okay, one shot here. So the rope is fastened to this eye bolt here. I've got it just laying here, and I'm making sure that it's not going to get tangled up, and it's attached right here to this, so I know that's not going anywhere. And I've got a lock right here. So again, I back the boat in, it begins to float, then I back it up a little bit, just a tiny bit of speed, enough to hit the brakes, and the boat from a minimum will keep going out, and then slowly pull it back in. You might be able to see what I'm doing right here. I don't know. Let's see. So the boat is just in the water right here, and I'm going to back up, and then I'm going to hit my brakes. And I'm not, hold on a second. I hit my brakes, and while I'm trying to video this, I didn't go back quite far enough. Okay, now you see the boat taking off. The momentum is pushing the boat back, and the line right there is unraveling, and the boat is going away from the trailer. Those two lights you see there close to the end of the trailer, you see the boat's out far enough right now. Okay, so now the boat is not moving. I'm going to go forward a little bit slowly. You see that line start to tighten up. You see the boat moving, tighten the line up just ever so slowly. Start pulling it in, and my tires are clear of the put it in park, put the emergency brake Okay, this is where you want your trailer at. You see you got plenty of rope left over. And the boat has come in. And we'll just pull it forward to ground it out just a little bit. All right, kind of see how that looks. Got plenty of rope there. Now I'll just wind this rope up, put it back in the boat. But before I do that, I'm gonna leave it hanging out. So if it were to start going out, I'd have all this rope left over on the ground, okay? That way I got plenty of time to make it back here and catch this rope. Like this right here. But I know it's not going anywhere. There's no. Sometimes rivers have a current and they will pull the boats off. So you gotta be careful about that. So I hope they give you some idea how to unload your boat yourself. Now normally when I pull up, this is where I pull up and stop at with the wheels out of the water. That way I can pull the boat up and ground it. Kind of hard to do this and film it at the same time, but you get the idea, I hope. So this is kind of how the boat looks. Today it is 92 degrees at 11 a.m. It's supposed to be 100, 101 degrees today. And see, I've got my rope all the way up here in case it were to start going out. I could have plenty of room to catch my rope and pull the boat back in. Otherwise, you'd have to swim after it. So, somebody might say, well, why would you go fishing when it's going to be 100 degrees today? Well, even though it's 100 degrees in the real world, on the river, especially if you get up under some of these trees, these canopy of trees, it's about 85 degrees. And when you have water and land, you get a current between the two, which is like, it causes wind. So you get a little bit of wind on the lake. The lake's always got wind. Rivers have a little bit of wind sometimes, more times than others, but depending on the size of the river too. So I stay comfortable on the river, even if it's 100 degrees or 102 degrees Fahrenheit outside, and that's not including the heat index. So to me, the river is a great place to be, and you got the beauty of the river too on these hot days. And so, you know, you can stay home and use your air conditioning and sit down and do nothing, watch television. Yeah, you know, this is so much more fun than doing that. So that's where we at. All right, guys, I'm gonna be fishing for catfish today, and I've got something to show you too. I have a holster, and this is what I use right here. This is a 38 special. It's a snub nose. It's kind of the air weight, and see, it's as big as my hand. And since it's got a short barrel, I use snake shot in it, and only holds 5 rounds. And I've got one, the silver ones are the snake shot, and the brass color one, that's a real bullet. And I have some snake shot and a few bullets in my pocket as well, just in case. All right, so you may have to shoot something bigger than a snake, possibly, so be prepared. That way, if I see a snake coming to the boat, I'm going to shoot it. Now, if I see a snake over here on the ground in the rocks, I'm not going to mess with him because he's not bothering me. But if he starts bothering me, like threatening me, then I'm going to have to shoot him. And I'll show you what snake shot looks like. And again, I got a holster on my side because you may have to draw it real quick. I've had moccasins come up like within 2 feet of the boat, and you don't have much time to do anything else but to either shoot or hit them with your rod. If you have a fishing rod, hit them with that. Okay, this is what snake shot looks like. I hope that doesn't focus. It's a 38 special. It's got a plastic cap on the end of it. And those are little pellets, BBs in there. Okay, so it's like a shotgun in a way, but it's a tiny version of that. Okay. So these are really well worth the money if you're on the river, the lake, or pond, or anywhere there's snakes possibility. And what it does, you see this leaf right here. If you just had a regular cartridge with a bullet, you'd have to, and that was a snake, that leaf right there, this one right here in the dead center, there's a good chance you're going to miss it. But with snake shot, you're going to cover area as wide as my hand. Okay. Oh, I wasn't looking when he hit it. Sometimes they won't hit it a second time like you think. But he was bigger than the other one, I think. He tried to tag it there, a little one did. Okay. So we got a little one here. You're a little bigger than I thought you would be. Yeah, you're decent. You're eating size. See, this is really beautiful to me right here when you see him. Yeah, he's eating size. Now we have to. You swallow that good. See, these swallow, these bugs, those little ones, they don't have enough to, so a big enough mouth to swallow it to get hung. Got a pair of pliers here. Okay, we got another little brim here on the fly rod. And this is a decent eating size too. Yeah, so pretty. Bug's about the right spot. We got another brim here. Not too bad. And my GoPro battery has died. It don't really seem to last that long. It's a nice, pretty brim right here. I love to see him with the bug in the mouth. It's a decent size. Okay, guys, we got catfish here. Yeah, my GoPro is battery died, so I'm using my Shimano rod here. This is a nice size cat right here. Look, he's about 3 pounds or so. Okay, so he's a decent sized cat right here. Pretty catfish. Listen to that thunder. Now we'll get him in a cooler here, but he's about, I don't know, he's about 3 pounds, I think. What a mouth. Okay, guys, got another little brim here. It's decent eating size. And this is the real fun of fishing for brim. See that yellow bug? That's my favorite colored bug too. I've caught so many brim with this right here. I would have showed you with the GoPro, but the GoPro Unfortunately, the battery died on it. I've caught several brim. I caught a nice bass too, and I mean a nice catfish. I'm reversing my trolling motor, trying to get the wind's trying to pull me sideways. Ooh. This is a little one here. I say little. Remember, this fly rod here is 8 feet tall. It's like having a cane pole. This is really the beauty of catching these fish like this. Is let me reverse a little bit. Oh. He's not bad size. You're not too bad a size. Ah, where's the sun at? See how pretty he is? Now here's a beautiful herring right here, standing right in the center screen, I think. Standing up straight. Let's see how close we can get to him before he flies. He's about 4 feet tall, looks like. Watch me, he'll stop using his wings and just glide. Just gliding. Beautiful herring. It's been a pretty nice day on the river today, even though it's 100 degrees today here in Georgia in Little River. And hadn't seen as many gars I normally see. I've caught I've hung about 4 or 5 of them, and got one almost to the boat. And I was standing up there. I've been looking for them, and they're hitting a spinnerbait. Spinnerbait's a little bit larger lure, so they're not going to waste their energy on little stuff. And I've had them right up beside the boat, and so they like spinnerbaits.